Okay, hi Year 7. Just to help you out here with your final task for the day, this is where you're creating your own religious roller coaster. So I wanted to just quickly show you how to do that. So you've got this picture here that some of you might be using on Microsoft Paint, or some of you might be trying to do by hand. So just to explain what this is here. Now on this axis here on the left hand side, at the top it states if something was very Catholic. You can't really see it in the video, it's very small, but it says if something was very Catholic right at the top. And down at the bottom you've got if something was very Protestant. So for each monarch, so here you've got Henry, Edward, Mary and Elizabeth, they're all along the bottom axes here. You have to decide, well, in their reign, did they make the church very Protestant, very Catholic, or somewhere in the middle? Now I'm going to do the first one for you. I'll do Henry VIII. Now we want to start off with our roller coaster with it being before Henry VIII. Now let's think, where was the church in England? What was it? Was it Catholic or Protestant? Or was it somewhere in between? Well, actually before Henry VIII it was very Catholic. So we're going to start off our roller coaster right at the top here. Okay. Now we know that Henry made a couple of changes to the church. Now we know that he made himself the head of the church, which is a very Protestant idea, and he removed the Pope. We know that he started to introduce the English Bible to a couple of people, but not many, and he took away a little bit of or quite a lot of the land of the church. But he did also keep some things or a lot of things the same. So he made the churches still feel very Catholic. They still had their stained glass windows. They still had their decorations. Most people could only access the Latin Bible, and their sermons were also given in Latin. So essentially there was a very Catholic feel to his church still. So I'm going to now think, okay, well, how Protestant or how Catholic do I think Henry's church actually was? And for me, I think I'm going to place Henry about here. So for my roller coaster, I'm going to do a little dip from it being very Catholic, and I'm going to end up here for Henry. So if you want to as well, you could put the picture of Henry near there. So let me do that. There we go. There's Henry. Actually, maybe we could put him a little bit closer to where his name is. Oops. There we go. So there he is on our roller coaster. Now, it's up to you guys to decide, well, where was Edward here, and Mary and Elizabeth? And for a challenge, maybe you can think about some key features of a roller coaster and where you'd want to put them in there. So for example, some roller coasters might want, there might be a loop somewhere, or maybe it goes through some water. Now, if you are going to put some of those in, make sure you think really carefully about where they would go and what those features would represent. Okay, well, I'll leave it to you. I'm really excited to see what you guys will come up with here. So just send them over to me whenever you're done. So well done, Year 7.